God said he already knows what you want. He's already going to make it happen for you. But he needs you to have character as well. So when he doesn't just hand you things, you can think you want a Toyota, but then God's like, no, you need this Honda because it's going to work better. God is going, the people that love him, the people that's serving him, he's going to take care of you regardless. So we just have to wait on what's best for us. I had a big issue because I was like, God, I want this. I want that. I can't rush God either. So I was, and I'm still waiting. I'm just going to accept that whatever God wants for me, I want for me too. Because that's the position, because wherever you are in your God journey, or even if you're not even on it yet, this is like us that know that you have to just trust in the process and trust in what God has for you. The journey is rough because you're like, man, how do I discern what's me and then know that I want to give all of me to God? Whatever is for me, it will come, but I need to surrender my all to him because I had an issue. I was like, God, how do I don't think this is me. How do I know that it's me and I'm not just letting you work? He also said, create you a clean heart. So you're not going to be you. You're not wanting, you don't want you. You want a better you, a bigger you, a fulfilled you, a clean you. So it's not going to be the you have in your mind because God is going to create a new you. So don't worry about what you think or envision you to be. Think about how is God's going to do it, and I'm going to trust in that, and that's it. I really wanted something, and I still don't know an answer of yes or no. And I was scared. I was scared to pray for God to do it because I'm like, God, I asked for you to take people out of my life, and you did. And that blew my mind. He made it where I had to make the choice for myself because he knew I was going to regret it. And I was like, God, but I want what you want for me, but I was trying to do it in my own way. And I was like, okay, but isn't that the whole point of me being myself in you? But I had to realize that because I surrendered my all to him, he's not going to fail me. So what I think I want isn't going to be it. It's going to be God's way, and that is going to be the best for me. That is going to be in turn what I want. He knows me. He created me. He created me to be something greater, something that I can't comprehend, something that I can't do myself. Full submission. And that was, God showed me, and he's showing me now as I speak, that he is giving me the tools that I need, feelings and emotions. He wants me to dissect them so I can understand where I'm at in my process. I literally felt a certain way that I can't even describe, but I was like, Lord, I don't know if it's pride or what, but I feel that I don't want to give you everything because then where do I fit in this? And God's just showing me you are going to be a whole different you that you don't recognize. So yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable. Yes, it's going to feel like it's not you because I'm creating you something new, something better. And you will adjust to it. But it's your heart grieving for the past. That is normal for the process. Something's not right, God. What do you want me to do? You can't give up before the actual movement, before the deliverance comes. Because I still had that freedom. I still had that joy. And even through my failures, shame wanted to come and get me. All the fear wanted to come and get me. But I'm just going to keep going. And I made that choice that I'm not going to give up this time. I'm going to see this through until the end, until I die. And I had this gut feeling like, man, I had all these doubts, like, God, am I doing this for nothing? And like the inner me was telling me, you need to shut that down, because you know God's real. You know what's real. But I kept trying to fight that, because I was trying to find the real me in it, because I didn't see myself anymore. But it's good that I don't see myself, and I don't like change. So it's just God's way of pulling all the dirt out and creating something new. I know I keep saying that in so many different ways, but I'm trying to stress to you guys, when you get that feeling, it's okay to have withdrawals of what you did have and what you did seek and what you did want. Your wants are going to be different. You're not going to have the same desires anymore. You're not going to want the same things. Right now in my life, no guy, no, everything that made me feel happy or feel alive or feel content, I don't want it anymore. And it's making me have these withdrawals, because I miss the feeling of knowing who I was and knowing what I wanted and what my aspirations are. And I know that this is my purpose, but I was like, but now I don't even know. I got to a place where I didn't even know if that was even right. And I started second guessing the whole idea of my life. But then I realized that this is just an experience. There's just nothing God can't do. And I wanted so many things, but knowing that God already knows what I want, God already knows deep in me what I want, He knows who I actually am and I don't. That comes with full submission. That comes with a trust that I can't even comprehend, because I've never given it before. I've always wanted to be in control of every step, and to let go and not let my emotions get the best of me was like the biggest thing ever. So now, knowing that I can depend on Him and I give Him all my emotions, I give Him all my life, I surrender everything I have, knowing it's going to be okay, knowing that He is going to make it all right, knowing that He is going to make whatever dream that I thought I wanted is going to be something better. I can't want for anything else but God at this point, y'all. The peace that I have is like nothing I've ever had. So why not keep going? Why not see what God has for me? I want to take risk. Why can't I take risk on God? And I'm telling y'all, I did not want to make this video. I was laying down. There is nothing most worth it than experiencing the fullness of God. And you might ask yourself, why? Like, why do I love God? Why? Because I did. I was like, why do I love you, God? How do I know that this is you doing these things for me, blessing me? God has showed Himself time and time again, because when I didn't have God, I had no joy. I had no joy. I had no joy. God knows everything that you are going through. And He wants to help you. But it's not going to be worked out the way you want it to. Even through my tears, I have so much joy in my soul. Only I just knew that I can't give that to myself. I have never been able to give my own self joy. I have never been able to give myself freedom. only defeat, only negativity, only stress, only overthinking is what I gave myself. Only shame, only fear is what I gave myself. And there's no amount of weed or drinking that's fulfilled this hole that I had. And I didn't even know I had it until I got out of the season of trying to patch it with material things and people. But that is why Christian people will talk about God all the time, put God into everything. When something happens, they blame the devil, because when you love God and you give him your life, it's like he is everything, and you see him in everything, and you want to tell people about him, and you want people to know him too, and you know that the devil's real, and you know that he torments. There's a lot of people that just go to the church, but they don't even know God. When you see just an ounce of God's love and mercy, you will never sin the same. It's like if you met a person, you never want to go back. You never want to unmeet them. You know? It's like that. You never want, like that man or that girl, you just don't want to let go because you feel like you're not going to find anyone better. It's like that. But spiritual. So you get the full impact, like a smack in the face. You're like, whoa, this is what it is. I know that some people aren't there yet. So a lot of the things that people that are connected with God, is just too much. It's just like, oh, that sounds churchy. Oh, but I'm even learning, because I've been through so much. If we could all get on the same page, do you know how powerful everyone could be? Do you know how happy everyone would be if we all loved God and we all wanted to follow his way? There would be so much less hurt, so much less suffering. If we just, y'all, think about it. If we had less drunk people, there would be less fights, less words needing to be unsaid. If drugs weren't made, think about everybody be sober. So no one's just like, oh, I was drunk, oh, I was high, so that's why I did that to you. Y'all, if we didn't abuse everything the way we abuse it, if we didn't sleep around because we thought it was cool, there'll be less baby mamas with no dads. Let's be real, y'all. Like, y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for that. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't ready for that. But me, this is how I seen things. It was not about religion. Do you know that people in the Bible has killed and God used them for his glory? That's what blew my mind. I was like, God, you used people that were murderers for your glory. So at this point, there is nothing that I did that you won't forgive. Wow, that's love. Because somebody can take $20 from you and you won't ever forgive them. You're so bitter that you will remember that 20 bucks for the rest of your life, not forgive them. That's love. That's love. And that's the type of love that I want. Because I've gotten that from nobody else. I'm still trying to fathom God's true love. I'm still trying to know his limits. Because I can't fathom that there is none. I'm going to leave it here.